I am now completely certain that he has in fact joined the new confederacy that is formed in the east. What dire news. Then we have no chance, do we? We won't be able to take the camp from him. No, it seems an unlikely outcome now. We will have to consider other options. Yes, of course. And also, there is still the issue of Arvo. Of course there is. Of course there is. So, we have run into some issues. One big issue. This dude is part of a confederation that I'm sure didn't exist that long ago, but apparently came into existence relatively recently. And the best thing I can really do is rob him of his camp. I could take one of his territories, but I want his camp more. Now, there is another option. We actually have 2 shepherds down here, and we could take one of these and then join the Khazars. I mean, there's positive things about that. We could raid over here, or even up top. Another possibility is there is a shepherd down here as well. Now, this shepherd is not as good. A couple of things, but he does have forests and mountains, which makes him a lot closer to our territory type, and he borders on hills all around. The bad part, of course, is that the Caucasus region is outside of the steppe, and I don't think it can be made into the steppe. I don't think I can check from here, because I am not a... I'm not a nomad, so I can't check. But I don't think the Caucasus region... Maybe it can, you know? Maybe it can. I'm uncertain. But this could be interesting for us, because there's lots of hills and forest, plus mountains down here, which would be really good for our culture, which makes me sort of tempted to take this guy's territory. I don't know what the fertility is down here. Oh, it's really good, too. All the top part of the mountain is really good. So we could eke an existence out for us here. If we were to join the Khazars, though, I think we would probably, because of our pragmatic religious ideas, we might become Khazarite. Because I wouldn't do this without joining, right? I would accept him as my liege, because we don't really need to be independent. We just want some grazing land of our own so we can build our own herds and begin the process of becoming great. If we were to try to conquer this, and even though they're really strong, I'm pretty sure I can, because we're strong, like super strong, I would have to immediately migrate because I can't take territory away from him, right? Not in one war. So basically I would attack him to get the camp status, and then I would have to like come over here someplace and attack these guys. Now they're weaker, which is good for us. We actually probably could fight this even after we become landed. If we look at the places that are available, there are some 4-county nice, taiga and forest up here as well, and the fertility on the fertility on the ooze side of the border is actually pretty good. Like Perm here would be great. I'm sure this is 4. We want 4 or 5 size territories to start with. Not a lot of 5 size territories though, but that could be good. This would be much more difficult. It was our original plan, and we will have to really rethink what we're doing if we don't go with this plan. I'm going to start this hired muscle contract because it feels like since we're undecisive, we should probably just continue to work until we decide for sure. We will need a ton of provisions to go south. One of the big things is if I steal a camp, I get less provisions than if I adopt nomad ways. So that's it then. After all this time, after coming all this way, you give up? We're going to abandon our territory altogether to go far south to lands we barely know? We have had good years traveling in the steppe, and I want the support of someone strong. You don't need that, Nylog. You've never needed that. You may be the bravest man I've ever known physically, but you are mentally a coward. You should speak. The rumors about the things you've been doing, the way you've been acting towards other people. Are you going to act on those rumors? Right. Well, our way has always been to settle disputes in duels. Are you going to tell me that what I have done is murder? Do you intend to prove it in a way that the others will accept? What has happened to you? Ever since Griffin died? It began before then. It began when you abandoned our homeland, and it became clear that you were never going to return. Now this, and now this. I think we're gonna come down here. I think this is what we're gonna do. I kind of like that. Like, eke out a brand new territory for ourselves north of the Caucasus Mountains. Could be interesting. Let's grab envelopment. Then we can do organized march, although organized march is not that useful for us. We really don't need most of this, which means engineer for destruction might be better first. I mean, we don't have siege weapons. Yeah. But I guess we would do organized march. We do still have heavy infantry, right? Once we settle in, though, I think that's when we would give them up. We're going to need to be more mobile, and they allow for us to be. Moving a village is a lot more difficult than moving a camp. All right, let's just balance this and go. I'm sure I can do this. but it's just so much more complex, and it feels like there's going to be so much more we would have to do in order to succeed up here. And I'm kind of interested in this new idea, like seriously kind of really interested in the new idea. Ahead of us, let's head back, camp. Now there was also a mercenary job up here we could consider taking if he's not basically already dead. The war just started, so that might be good for us too. We will definitely have our own territory by the end of this episode. But right now, I think we have to continue doing what we've been doing. Hit this way. I'll come in and stop this siege. He recently just lost a battle. He's got an ally coming in from over here. We've got this though. They don't really stand any kind of chance. We're fast too, which is good because I maxed out the trait for being fast. Oof, I find myself making noises when sitting down at the campfire. Okay. We could use this because we have the money on hand to raise our pavilion. We won't have our pavilion much longer, so I'm not sure that that's a good use of our money. I mean, we could go to the inn. Yeah, let's go to the inn. One of the more difficult things that's going to come up is that we're going to have to, we're probably going to have too much troops for how much money we're going to be making. Just cross. He's going to get away, and I don't know if I actually want to follow him into the next place, so we'll just stay here and do the siege, and he can decide on his own whether or not he wants to come back and attack me, being as weak as he is. I'm not so up for crossing the border here. We need to make sure we use our favors before we leave, because I've been having a tendency to not use them. Right now, provisions would be fine. We don't want to begin our negotiations with the shepherd while we don't have full provisions. It's going to take us like a year. Now, he might join us in the siege. He doesn't really have any troops that are going to particularly helpful for that. It does increase our numbers. We can't assault the fort because we can't reach the walls. They're riding off. Yeah, fine by me. It's going to be pretty obvious that I basically did everything. How much are we getting paid for this? It is a 2-star mercenary contract, so it should pay pretty good. We're going to have to make the overland journey in 2 steps though, which could be a little bit taxing. As long as we come into our final location with money in pocket, we can probably just buy our supplies to cap before we move on. I do wonder if there's anything inexpensive we can build in the camp that will give us more provisions. I mean, no, I don't think no for the camp perimeter. I guess the pavilion would have done it, although not a lot, to be fair. Yeah, it's fine. We're not gonna worry about it. Once the siege is over, the war should be over. If it's not, I'll chase his army down. Yeah, you need to give us. You need to not insult me. I'm a pretty famous guy. I don't know if you know that. I'm pretty illustrious. My name is known far and wide through the region. Let's just disband in place. Let's hope this guy has the money to pay us reasonably. He's so poor. He's gonna rip us off. It's fine. If he plays in supplies, I'd be happy for supplies. Was it honor fighting by your side? Yeah, he only had 29 gold to play. That's awkward. Like super awkward. Well, we're not actually close enough to him to make a request. I just want to check this. If we were to move our camp to his territory, no, because we'd have to move back. It's just not worth it. What is this job? Regale Court. That's not us. Let's see if we can make it to the main yurt of the Cogon. I'd actually love to do some work for him before we join his great Cogonate, but it might not work. Hills. These are hills. These are steppe. That wilderness kit? No, that's forest taiga. There it is. Steppe. So we can't make it that far. Means we wanna stop here. Here is probably the best place for us to stop and look for work again before we move on down to the capital. Must be acknowledged that I've been pretty indecisive. Oh, well, Thiaka has become pregnant. I think if I do end up joining the Cogonate, which looks like what the decision is going to be now, I will probably, if I become Jewish, marry Thiaka. Seasons are changing. Oh, how's my son doing? Oh, he's 14. He's doing great, I'd say. He's doing pretty good. He's tough. And he has he's like 13 base. So if he gets that's like 19. If he gets well, if we change faiths, it'll stop being 19. So it'll be like, if he gets a 3, it'll be 18, I think, which isn't too bad. About time for autumn again. I really do want him to get brave from us. It's very unlikely to succeed, but it's 25% chance. There's only stress to lose by trying. Fire and friends. So we have a bit of a conflict here between our 2 men. Our bard and my bodyguard. This is Artis, our concubine's brother, who is currently sick. And this is Gurgen. He is the guy who is the wife of our friend, Sala the Frail. I am going to tell a joke of my own. That's what I usually do. Oh, life of the party. We've been pretty successful on that, to be fair. Let's give it a shot. You know, worst thing that can happen is that it fails. Oh, well. He's just not brave. he just doesn't have it in him to be brave. It's fine. We can't do much about it. I don't think there's enough time for us to get another chance. 3 years from now, he's 17, so yeah, there's no chance. We could try to impress upon him one of our other military traits. Rough terrain expert would be very good for him, I think. So again, just like last time, it's just a bit of stress, so we might as well try. Oh, he got it. Nice. I would have rather got the brave, but that's not bad. Nice. Rough terrain expert? We'll try to give him some combat experience too. Particularly once we become nomads, it'll be useful for us to raid, and we can raid down into Georgia, into the Caucasus region, if we want. So our camp is now here. I see a bit of work here that we would do. This is a hunt criminals. Obviously, we'll hunt criminals. The smaller group travels faster. Let's see how it goes. I think we've done a great job of being well-traveled. Bring me her head. So this woman is going to fight us. We are almost 4 times as good as she is. So obviously, we're going to do a personal combat. We would have done it anyway because we're brave. I say that every time. Like, we should do this because we're better than her. No, I would click it anyway because she's brave. Attack first and hard on guard. That's a pretty risky start. Oh, my form is tearing fast. That's not good. Let's parry strike riposte. Let's do our blade dance. Now we'll do our knife hand. And we have taken this criminal woman's head. Good job, us. You know, you probably shouldn't have been a criminal at that age. You basically threw your whole life away. Feels weird that I'm the law more than I'm a criminal now. Probably should also consider getting rid of being a criminal while we still have the money, right? Edge of the camp. Okay, we're gonna send him to go explore because again, we want him to get martial perks. As for us, I think we gotta start pulling down our marauder. So we're gonna select an area to redeem, and to do this, we have to get ourselves down to 5. It's gonna be very expensive if we wait till this is done. Let's look how these go. Looking at our gallows bait. Oh, never mind. It'll be 3. The next time we can do this is... Oh, we can do it again right away. No, we can't. What's the next time? 2 years. Notify me of this then. We actually might... I mean, we're gonna have to travel overland anyway, to be fair, but we do need money. Not leave without getting our... far away for a request. And also, he doesn't like us. Fine. Fine. Let's go to the local settlement and buy some supplies. All the money we have. We don't really have a choice. Let's head back. Let's make the second part of the journey because I'd like to be... We won't be able to buy supplies in his territory because he's under siege. He's about to lose 2 different wars. I'm still gonna head here. Look at that conflict. Look at all that conflict. Let's put our forward scouts in. Mercenaries would be all of our money, but it's the only way to really avoid danger. It's not even gonna help. So let's just go. I mean, we're a strong mercenary band. We should be able to cover most kinds of danger, right? 2 requests that are owed to us that we can pick up on the way. This guy's request, he'll give us some money. That'll help. And this guy's request, he'll also give us a bit of money, which will help. 55 gold. We're gonna need to come up with like 300 more gold plus whatever it takes us to refresh our supplies at the end. Glen, Tikshaka. Now Tikshaka is a problem because it's like we already have a Stayaka. Tikshaka. Ipik. I like Ipik. Ipik can be her name. These 2 are fighting over their spot. I mean, she's been nothing but trouble the whole time she's been here. So yeah, you know, the rules exist for a reason. Eyes in the night. The morning brings a report that a man-eating beast has struck out again. Another follower butchered most of the man's corpse found next to the central fire pit where the large animal left him. We can tighten the watch or we can try to take his head. Pretty sure we would try to do this ourselves. Eyes in the night. Lynx. Circle around it and fight. 95% chance we succeed. Have at the beast. 96% chance we succeed. Let's do it. We've killed the beast. Nice. Very nice. Also, probably we'd be good if we hit Exalted Among Men before we stopped. Now, the problem here is if there is no work... Oh, there is some work. If there was no work, we wouldn't be able to do anything here. Got these 2 wars. I wonder if he'll take us into one of these wars. Let's offer military assistance. I don't know what the situation is such that that's going to decide when this is won or lost. So, battles and sieges. Let's... Oh, I can't even raise everything. I can't even raise anything because I'm stuck in his territory. I wish I'd realized that. Damn it. I forgot that worked like that. Because I'm not capable of moving my flag, right? I mean, that's to be fair, if he doesn't lose right now, we'll just see if this battle causes him to lose. No, a gift for a gift. Hustle and bustle is palatable among the traveling merchant stalls. The temporary shacks are stacked to the rafters and contain all manner of knickknacks. These pieces are positively radiant, so a gift. Well, I don't actually like Euphrasia as much as I like Zaka, to be fair. I shouldn't be spending 50 gold on this. Yeah, I can't spend 50 gold on either one of them right now. We gotta move the camp to here, I think. If we were to do that, I mean, we don't really need to go that far. We'd have to move the camp to here, right? Right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's move it. Their biggest problem is that they don't hold the war target, right? That's what's keeping them from winning. They need to do more sieges. All right. Danger, flawed fare. A bit of mold. Nature will provide for us. Let's do that. Okay. I'm honestly not sure what we can do here. The problem is we need him to support us, and I don't think he will. Maybe we come down here and try to break the siege. That, and then come down here while they're doing their siege. I don't know if we'll be able to stop them in time. They're not getting ticking score because they don't control enough, which means we could make this work. It's going to be tough. More than anything, we need them to attack us. 95%. So they're immediately going to try to attack this guy. They could win on score if they kill enough stuff. I just don't know if they will. A couple hundred guys is probably not going to be what does that. Let's try to de-siege here. So you are the famous warrior, Nylog of the Blades of the Embers. I had wondered if we would ever fight in a war together. Yes, I too had hoped that one day we would fight alongside each other. You know that I have traveled through your lands for many years, and served many of the various chieftains and khans of your territory. I am well aware. Some of them have taken quite a liking to you, and others, well, no man can be perfectly loved. And that is why I'm here to serve you. I'm well aware of the fact that you likely don't have enough money to pay, but if I can help you with your difficulties, it might be that in the not too distant future, I will be seeking more permanent service. I see. So, you don't intend to conquer one of my khans, do you? No, rather, I would negotiate for the rights to protect one of the free shepherds. It's a dangerous world, and their herds and my mercenary band would make a good pairing for a permanent presence in your great territory. Don't disagree, but you do know I have no aid that I can give you in such an endeavor. Great Kogon, I do not seek aid. I simply seek commonality of purpose. Means to an end. I must claim some land in the future, and that is the plan. My options open. This is because I'm humble. This is because I'm humble. I think we're going to keep our options open for now. Do both. This is probably going to take way too long. 20 months. Yeah, they're better defended than I can do anything about. I'm hoping he'll stay with us and that he has the troops he needs to actually break this. If he stays with us and they attack us, we will win. I'm like really sure of it. I hope he doesn't back off. Staggered battle should be enough to make this happen, right? They're gonna come in waves, and if we can kill half of the first group before the last group comes in, I am sure we win. Fast, yep, just keep going fast. A faithful visitor. So this man is a Kuzarite Khazar. I'd love to have a conversation with a Kuzarite, since that's the local faith. Exactly as I predicted, we're pulling them apart. He's trying to escape, which is stupid. He shouldn't be trying to escape. He should be trying to help us win. I hope they catch him, because if they catch him, then our chance to win is higher. Oh, we're going to win anyway. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted to turn this around. And our son has come of age. He is 16 years old. 4-star marshal. Awesome. That should give him like 20? 21 until we change faiths, and then it'll go down to 20. That's really good. And a 14 prowess isn't as good as me. Still pretty good. It's 13 without his dog. My base is 13. His base is only a little less than mine, so, you know, we definitely have items we can give him to help him with that, so we gotta break this siege to have any chance of really winning. Still a year left on the siege, that's fine. That is perfectly fine by me. Now, we should have done a lot of real harm to their troops because of all of my chasers. We captured enemy combatants, several of them. Let's see what we've got here. Prisoners wise, we have nobody who can be ransomed. Let's not pause for this. You are a 14. You're kind of old though. You're a 14. You can definitely be recruited. You are a 22. And Gary, you are an 8. 8 we don't really need, but a 15. That guy's a 12. If he stopped being sick, he's probably higher. He's actually probably higher than 12. Yeah, he's a 14. naturally. So we'll also recruit him, do that, and once that's done, we'll release everybody else. You can all go. The last two guys here, who are you? Negotiate release. Take a hook. You can go. That should give us a bunch of new knights. The most knights I think we've ever had at one time. And all the new recruits like us well enough too, which is good. I like that. That I consider to be good news. He's patrolling around now with a lot more strength than he had before. We've broken them down to similar to ourselves in size now, which I like. This siege is going to be done soon. Soon, as in 4 months, which is not that soon, but it is pretty soon. Not too worried about more people joining. Enemy ally joins the war. Yeah, we were aware of that. If we can break enough of these sieges, the victory is probably already there. You can see we're up on battles right now. We shall see. Our siege is just about to finish. Let's immediately scrape the barrel, give us a strong refresh, and then we're going to make use of our strength to clear some armies up here. So he's going to de-siege up there. Ruin Rambling. Let's see what we can find. Oh, a sword, a dusty weapon. Well, it's not very good, but having said that, since he's got a fight, as of course he does, we are going to gift the sword to him. And then I think, because it's less useful to us than it is to him, we're going to, we probably could have gifted him the better sword, but that's fine. This will work. We'll put on the bison horn, and we will gift our son, not money, he doesn't need money, lucky rabbits, which should give him a pretty respectable amount of prowess. You called to me, father? Yes, I did, Vidic. I wanted to present you with a few things. This is the sword that I found recently in the ruins. Oh, thank you. It is a fine sword. Certainly better than the ones the soldiers use. Yes. I hope that it serves you until you may take the blade of the embers from me after my death. Oh, father, it's far too soon to be thinking about such things. I'm sure the sword will serve me well. And I would also like to give this to you. Oh, this is your good luck charm. Yes. It served me well in battle, and now that I am getting old and you're preparing to lead the men more often, I think I would rather my luck be carried with you and serve you as it has me through all of my years. Thank you, father. Really, I do appreciate it. You are a great warrior, and it would be comforting to know that the luck of a great warrior follows me into battle even if my skills don't match him. I have had many years to train and fight, my son. You will still improve in time. Thank you, father, for your blessing and your confidence. And he's a knight now, after all. Catch them where we can. If it has to be... Oh, we got him there. I thought we would have to go a little further, but nope, we caught him here. Isn't even close. Popped that little army like a cyst, like a gross little pimple. Good. It's gonna unsiege this any second now, which is awesome. We're at 43%. I have 65%, so over half of the entire war contributions have been mine. The old guy has no money. I mean, if he can't pay me, he can't pay me. That'll suck, but what are you gonna do? This siege is only a couple of months because it's not that well fortified a territory. Is sieging now up in the top. What if we eliminated them down to there? About 5,000, and that's with the new guy they just added. Captured some more enemy combatants. Let's see what we've got here. Prisoner here is going to absolutely be recruited. Oh, we have tons and tons of new faces because of this, which is fine. Not just fine, it's good. One of my concubines is pregnant. Missed who it was. Let's actually check that. It's not Stacko. She's having some trouble. A little reclusive and very irritable. Yeah, well, there's been a lot of stress lately, you know. As for my other concubine, she is less broken. She is less broken. That's fine. Jack has been with us longer. And, you know, if we're going to take someone as a wife when we settle, it should be in honor of the Griffin, because I think he's gone, right? I missed it, but I'm pretty sure he died finally after all this time. The easiest way to check would be through his daughter. He died like 6 years ago during the plague, I think. Family recollection. I remember the day when my daughter Ipek was born to my concubine Stacka. I will treasure the thought. He deserves a gift. Yeah, let's give her a gift. Doesn't hurt to put a little money in the pocket of a good child. Oh, we are at 100%. We have won, but he is broke, so I'm pretty sure because he's broke, he won't be paying us. A second son. He is lisping and attractive, so all of her children have been lisping. So that gene is sort of coming through. Barely paid us anything. Which I guess is fine. I mean, the big thing is we want him to like us, right? We're going to have our future brother-in-law send him a poem about legacy. We need a daughter. Our daughter needs a guardian. She needs a smart guardian or a diplomatic guardian. I would be a good diplomatic guardian to bear, so we'll do that. She already chose diplomacy for herself, so that seems fine to me. We can make a request. He doesn't have any gold. He does have provisions, though, and we do need them. I don't want to bust up our relationship, though, is the thing. So let's disband all. Move the... We want to grab rations before we move. We might as well grab them here, right? Feed us with our snares. 557. Let's move this camp back an extra hand. So this guy, for all the authority I supposedly will as captain, I cannot be everywhere at once. So this would make him my right-hand man. He's a troublemaker, but he's an excellent commander, and he's also a good warrior. He's also brave, which I respect, and sadistic, which I don't. I think we'll do it, though. He could be my right-hand man. Captain, we need to speak of Arvo. Is that the first conversation that we're going to have after you've become my assistant, Missid? You don't think that's appropriate? Because I think it's perfectly appropriate. It is very likely that he has murdered at least 2 men in the camp. Is that how the rumors have gone? It's 2 now. 2 men. Nobody is putting a name behind them, but we have had a lot of unusual deaths lately. Certainly people aren't suggesting that he killed the Griffin. They were friends for years. Well, the Griffin died of plague, but he never seemed that ill before the sickness overtook him. Yes, but it's virulent enough to have killed anyone, young or old. It's absurd to blame him for such things. Are you saying you believe the man is completely innocent? Because there is no one in the camp other than you that would dare to suggest that. No, I know. Since he's had to give up on his dreams of returning home, his violent side has been showing more. It's normal, though, in the wild lands that we come from, to settle disputes with violence. It's not normal in any place I have ever been, even among the most tribal of men, to do so without the will of the master and without the support of the law. Killing in secret is murder. Yes, but there's no proof that he killed anyone, and you've known him too long to throw him out without proof. I understand the dilemma, but this can't go on forever. He is an old man. I'm certain he will die before things get worse. Are you? I trust your judgment. But even if there are no other murders, no one else goes missing, any unusual deaths will be pinned on him until the spirit of the camp is changed. I know, and as we invite more Christians and more Khazars to the camp, yes, they are even more intolerant to violence unsupported by the law. Do we have any missing positions because of the people who recently died? No, not ones that matter. Let's go back to the capital of the Khazars. I think that is an excellent place for us to go. After which, I think we should, well, we don't have the money to buy a bunch of supplies is the problem. Danger, serpent. We'll get our healer to handle it. Her job, that's why she's in the camp after all. It was the old Jewish priest, eh? Bellet the Bearded? He doesn't like us much. Well, we probably disagree a lot on religion. Quarrelsome lot. My son is fighting with Tingzig. We'll try to help them make amends. Ah, good. We convinced them. Really don't want people in my camp fighting with my son. They probably should, just to be fair, know better. This is a supportive faction. This just means we stay in the faction until it either fires or something else happens. We will go into the town. Thought to be interesting. I want to see if we can sell the gemstone. Let's try to negotiate, right? And did I just sell my bison horn by accident? I totally think I did. Whoops. Well, we needed the money anyway. I guess stuff happened. We weren't wearing it anyway before, so we'll just wear the gemstone that our son gave us, and that'll be fine. It's 2 learning. Learning is useful. It's also 0.3 prestige, which isn't that much of a decline in the main thing it was giving us. Every parent's duty, and it won't toss me, so again, we're going to try to teach our daughter how to ride. Absolutely, she needs that skill, like everybody else in the camp. Prowess challenge? Ah, she did it. Good, we won't have to worry about her not succeeding at becoming a rider and thus useful to the camp. If we go into town, maybe we can find some good work. Justicar contracts might be good. We'll try that. Let it back. Done here. Actually can't see anything. Well, one last thing we do in town. I don't have to leave this every time to check it. I don't know why I do. It's just a bad habit. We can buy all the provisions we need for all the money we have. And we can make an attempt to actually go to where we're going here. Let's head to this old forest. This old forest and hills area where there's a shepherd who we might just be able to convince to turn his flocks over to us. You know, to join us, I think is how to RP that correctly, that he would join us and we would protect his flocks. The problem we have is we can't just immediately do it. We don't have the money we require to fill our provisions, and we want full provisions before we do this. I try to convince him, or I could pay him. I don't have the money to pay him. We could manage on our own. You know, I'm not sure I care about being delayed. We're not trying to get anywhere fast. Might cost us extra provisions though. Hopefully things will turn out okay. We still haven't even finished our Gallows Bane trait. I'm pretty sure we lost our last opportunity to do it. Crimes of passion. This old horrible woman is now fighting this guy. I think after everything that we've gone through, I think it's time to throw her in prison. No, we're gonna intervene. I'm not prepared to throw her into prison over what are just my general discomfort at her recent behavior. If I ask him for gold, he'll give me 23 at this point. If I ask him for provisions, he'll give me 400. Let's take those provisions. 3 contracts available. There is the boundary dispute, which we'll absolutely do. Don't think we're going to do the solicit charity, though. We need a lot of money. It's highly unlikely that we'll get a... Oh, we do? Okay, sounds like an issue of communication. Sounds like an issue of communication. We'll take the diplomacy action because it just makes things a lot easier for us. We now have a hired muscle here. It's a good hired muscle as well. So we'll grab that. This is a new stand with us. Or a new this is a hunt criminals. You have just learned what language? Augur. Smart girl. Good job. We'll do balanced. We'll just let this run out. Shouldn't be very long at all. It's going to be like a flash. It'll probably take a few more attempts than getting to 3, but it's so few days, right? It's like 10 days for each one. We're going to need to go past 5 by a bit, which will be fine. We've got this handled. It's actually only one past 5. 100%. Let's execute the scheme. Seize the moment. 150 gold. That's good. That really helps us out. That means we still can't wipe the slate. When is it? Oh, we're traveling. Well, we'll do the wipe the slate when we stop traveling. Just got another martial perk for provision loss and some other useful things from living off the land. Do want to do this job. Let's start here by scraping the barrel using prestige, and then we will wipe the slate. There we go. The next time we have enough money, we can clear our gallows bait trait altogether. Well, the next time it comes up, we're going to come over here and we're going to do this hunt criminals. Of course we are. Group will travel faster. We'll head way down here into Abkhazia. Don't know how to pronounce that. I don't have any idea. That's pathetic, but again, we would have fight him anyway. I'll show you how I have to sword. Take this fool. We'll use our offhand dagger, of course, and our blade master, fastest blade there is. Oh, yeah, we'll use our regional specialization too. We really made that guy's day bad. Poor guy. He's dead now though, and his head is his money in my pocket. That's also kind of morbid, truth be told. What if I paid you to lead us off the mountain instead? I'll not give up so easily to battle. Nice. Free money from bandits. Nice. I don't know why bandits would attack a mercenary company that's traveling around doing work, though. That seems a little absurd. You guys are not really thinking it through. And lucrative opportunities is crime, and collaborator is intrigue. We'll click the collaborator, even though we probably won't do the jobs. And we can see what the job is. This is uncover a secret. We want to give it a shot. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're terrible at it, but, you know, we're desperate for money, so we still have 2 final goals to succeed at. Perhaps if I were to just pretend I knew... Oh, we can use our fist. Well, if fists are available as an option, then we're not going to fail. We have very strong fists. What's in a name? Another son. Look at this. Sure, we'll let this one be named after us. Wow. We're doing pretty good, okay? A couple of things. Let's look at our requests. We want to take provision requests from as many of these people as will actually say yes. Provision request, that's got us nearly back to full. Looking at available contracts, we have a stand with us. How far away is this? Little to the north, just a little to the north. He hasn't lost yet. I mean, how long do we have before we can wipe the slate the last time? A year? Just under a year? Let's travel the camp. If we move our camp to here, right? Customize route, water, 951. Let's start moving our camp. I feel like that's a good idea. We do have to pass that year somehow, and passing it in battle seems to be the most appropriate thing for us to do. Oh, what killed you? Arvo has murdered another man. I don't think we can ignore that anymore. Arvo, what are you doing? After all this time. I mean, it's an act of tyranny because we can't prove it. Because of course, the fact that he was murdered is not something we get to know. I mean, the fact this is counted as tyranny prevents me from doing it simply because it means I don't really know. So, since I'm unsure it was him, I guess we have to leave the murderer in the camp a little longer. Father, I understand that he's your old friend, but it's getting absurd. Clearly he murdered that man. It's not that clear to me, son. It's clear to everyone else. There are no witnesses. Anyone could have killed him. So you would rather sully the honor of every man in the camp by implying that anyone here could have killed him than target the actual man that did this because he's your friend? Binnick, if you can prove it, I will do whatever it takes to punish him. But I cannot just blame him for people who die in the night because of rumors. Father, you know it's him. He fights and drinks every night. No matter how much conviction you have that Arvo did this crime, I don't share it. And not the entire camp would either. There are many people here who would see it as overstepping my position as their captain. If I was their Khan, or their chief, but I'm just the captain, and I can't decide based on rumors, no matter how much evidence I've seen that the man has become violent, that he did this. Father, I think you're making a mistake, but I've said my piece, and this will be the end of it between us about this matter. I certainly hope the situation doesn't worsen. As do I. So it's not even visible from here. We can offer him military assistance. He'll only give us 25 gold. We'll do it anyway. He'll become diligent. We can make her generous. I think diligent makes the most sense to me. Just like last time, we put our camp right in a spot where we can't raise armies, so we'll just move a tiny bit further, I guess. Raise our armies. We'll unsiege here. That army is too small for me to legitimately be afraid of. I mean, I suppose clearing that army might be better in the long term, because this is going to take forever. A safe route too, so let's go and do it. We are fast after all. Maybe he'll be smart enough to do his own desieging? Pretty certain we'll win this. It says it's balanced. I just don't believe it. We'll see how it goes when it happens. Yeah, that's not what balanced looks like at all. The quarters of power. Well, gold never goes amiss. I'll take some gold for a hook, I guess. You know, let's now do the desiege. This guy is a pretty important man in the domain that we intended to join. Oh, illness. Kind of glad we moved our tent a little bit out, because as things are going right now, we're not quite sick yet, although it could cross the border to where our military is at any moment, which isn't the greatest. Still, let's undo this siege. 7 months left. We have money. We'll have to pay for that. We should be able to do our move back and do our stand with me contract right away. This guy's going to attack me, which is just silly. Just straight up old-fashioned silly. Siege is 5 months away. I'm going to let the siege in the top go through rather than stop it. 4 months, and his siege is less than 4 months. It's fine. Not much I can really do to speed it up, to be fair. Unfamiliar rations, yeah, blend it with some herbs, we'll eat it. We eat everything, okay? We've traveled so many places, eaten so many different kinds of food. You want to give us provisions, man? Thanks. So they'll tick over. We won't be able to stop it. This is going to clear in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. Right, go hunting the army again. Of course, we'll scrape the barrel with some prestige on the way. We are exalted among men, which is what we were kind of hoping for. That's good. Just a little bit longer and we will be landing. Gotta love going out into the forest. An extra hand. Yeah, I'll become friends with Musud the Troublemaker. He served me well as my right-hand man after all. There. Battle like this isn't even close. Unsiege this. Actually kind of a difficult battle to turn around, because we're the one that's attacking. He's got a pretty good force for doing stuff other than our sort of sideliney type stuff, so that's good. In order for them to truly win this war, though, they're going to need to start getting war score. Right now, the biggest problem is they don't got war score. I guess we could go for the capital. We're holding quite a few men in our prison. Well, just 2, I guess. This guy is the first Muslim we've met. I mean, the first... Oh, it's not the first Muslim, but it is the first one that's going to be in our camp. Watch your step, man. We are a just leader, but we... Usually, well, lately we've been having a hard time maintaining camp discipline because one of our most trusted friends has been murdering people, and we can't prove it, kind of making us look a little biased. You know, a little, tiny bit biased. Since we probably should have punished him for that now. But I can't just throw him in jail if we can't prove anything's wrong. Let's go here. They're still losing this war. These places are camps. We should be able to take them. 8-9 months. You guys could do something, be awesome. I know you're starving, but I'm going as fast as I can, guys. I'm going as fast as I can. Catch, it's a good catch. Starving soldiers. Let's bring him in as a champion. I think we got to be getting really high. 13 of 20. That's a lot of champion. We've got a lot of champions working for us now, which is good. That's what we want. Getting there. Half done. I feel like these guys don't understand that they can't win by fighting. They got a siege. And I'm a terrible sieger, so it's gonna just make it take forever if I have to do it. My culture doesn't know anything about sieging. We can't even by Flame guys? We can even invite torch dudes? With certainty. Greatness awaits you. That will make her ambitious. Okay. We could try to make her brave as her third trait. Nice. And then maybe later we can try to get humble going. We cleared the war score. Finally. Now fighting some battles could be relevant for you guys. He's getting away. You ain't gonna be able to stop him. He's just faster than you. We're gonna continue to try to pick up some war score. We picked up so many people. Let's ransom her. 70 gold is enough. Look, you guys shouldn't take this personally. We are literally mercenary. 8-year-old daughter doesn't have a tutor. I guess I can do it if she wants to be marshal. And then our last child, our other daughter here, well, not our last child, our last daughter, she wants to be learned or stewardship. Do we have a good steward? We don't. Old Khazar here could, though. Seems pretty good. I wish they would do something because I want this war to be over. Because I am 100% certain we're not going to get paid enough to make this worthwhile. Because he's bankrupt. I mean, we're trying to pass a year. And we have definitely done that. We have passed a year for sure. So, I guess that's a thing. Probably I should hunt down their armies once this siege is finished. Let's scrape the barrel again. Seek volunteers. Apparently one of my prisoners died because I've been ignoring them. You can go, well, you can go for a hook. We'll figure it out in this. And Arbo has died of old age, which solves our problem of trying to figure out how to bring him to justice. Well, it finally happened, and neither one of us really were right. He did die. Yes, but not before he made the situation worse. So you are now convinced that he did in fact kill those men? I still do not believe we ever possessed enough evidence to prove that he did, but yes, I am relatively certain. My heart tells me that he did, but my mind tells me that following my instincts on such an important issue would be unjust. This is why you are too soft. I just have never seen myself as being far enough above the men in this camp to make decisions like that without real proof. If he did want to kill those men, why wouldn't he just come to me and ask me for permission? I would likely have allowed a duel. That isn't true. I've seen enough of your history in the camp and talked enough to the others. Most of the time when people request duels, you expect them to overcome it amiably. Most likely he knew that and did not wish to be denied his twisted justice. Perhaps you're right. I simply don't have any faith that he didn't do it. Well, he is beyond our punishment now. The gods, the spirits, will decide his fate. More prisoners taken in the siege. Let's run these guys down then. We are fast after all. That should be... I don't know if we'll get there before the siege is done, but I think we'll be close. That they're going to have to make a decision as to whether or not they face us or try to finish their siege in time. I don't think they will. It's going to be really close though. They did finish their siege in time, but they ain't beating us. Not with my... One of our guys was killed. I don't like that at all. This is a pretty hard battle for us, but our extraordinary leadership is going to bring it through. Gift of Generosity. Going to make her generous. The alternatives are diligent. I'm diligent. All of my children are diligent. That's just how it goes. Apparently we have a wild wolf hide. That's interesting. Rid of that. So we beat that army. Guess we'll now besiege this. I don't know if I want to do that actually. Oh yeah, it's fine. 6 months is a long time. This war is the single longest endeavor of our entire life. It is wildly long. Our son has grown and become a true man during the time that we've been at war, actually fighting in battles alongside us. He is not as strong as we are, but still, that sucks. I wish I'd seen this, because that's going to mean a re-siege is going to have to happen here, because that's going to break the war score. Yay, breaking the war score sucks. We're going to want to try to ride this guy down. We're not going to catch him, so we're not going to bother. We'll do the siege instead. 8 more months. This war is taking forever. This is such a long war. We should never have joined this conflict. Damn it. Damn it. I mean, I guess this isn't that much worse, I guess. And we do also like hills. All right. It feels like while we were out here in the wild, somebody else got the same idea as us. I'm going to speed up this siege. Totally killing me. Let's go. I'm going to stay in this area and do sieges. Hopefully the guys up north can win some battles. Our new second, I suppose, can be our woman. And let's put our right-hand man as our bodyguard. Feel too compelled to do anything about anyone who's not worth money. Unexpected visit. Okay, we could return later and search her tent. I think that's what we're gonna do. Someone is accepting an invitation expressing their happiness and excitement to spend time with me. This is not what I expected. Okay, well, hopefully we get this done soon. Those guys up there, they need to fight some fights or something. because we've been here for an age. We've been here for so long that the shepherd position changed, and this kid is, I don't know what he's doing, dying of illness, apparently. Getting stuck in, never back down from a challenge, makes her brave. So another one of my children is brave, but not my son. My son's not brave. My daughters are all brave, though. Good for them. Well, many of my daughters. We've made a lot of money, by the way, in this. Mostly from, well, only from ransoms. We made a lot of money in this from ransoms. Rowdy, okay? Rowdy, we want to find someone decently martial for you. Oh, let's take gold then. Fight has gone on forever. There's no way he's going to pay us enough to make this work. This is supposed to last us a year, and it's probably been 4. We're just going to keep moving down. I don't think it's going to matter, because I think we're going to tick score over. We should check this battle, this plate location, though, because it's the... Oh, you guys are so bad. What essential thing did you lose that's making this not happen? Aches and pains. I will stay a night at an inn. We actually made a lot of money during this conflict, so should be fine. So I see what's going to happen here. I am going to tentatively turn off here, and then we'll try to catch him. He's going to try to escape. Hopefully we can catch them, though. Doesn't have to be everyone, just has to be anyone. Catch this army too, which we will also destroy. There we go. That is this war finally over. Holy jeez, that was a long war. Spandal barely paid us any money. Look, we probably should never have went. Truth be told, it was just a straight up bad idea. We want to move the camp to, I guess she's here, but we want to customize our route to go by sea. Let's go. Then we're going to buy the provisions we need. Teacher of Knights. I want you to continue teaching my son and my daughter. I mean, currently I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna put my daughter under someone other than myself. Nature will provide for us. Would have been awful if that had killed us. We have these 2 wild boar hides now, which are really of no use to us. I will have the Master of Arms teach my daughter, I think. Land here. Once we land here, oh, we've lost the temporary bonus that was giving us 4,000. That's too bad, really. Okay, yeah, go ahead. And now we will... Wait, no. One step at a time. First, we see how many free provisions we can get, if any. Almost filled us. Now we go into the settlement, and we grab... We should mingle, I think, something else. Supplies. I'll buy some supplies. Head back. Now we should wipe the slate one last time. Make bygones be bygones. And then after that, we shall adopt nomad ways. We will become a tributary to this kid, the one who took the territory we originally intended to go to. I don't really have a problem with that. Let's do it. And with that, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Look at our camp. Pause. So we've gotten a pretty decent amount of buildings from our tent, some light cavalry and archer cavalry damage from the square, and the millet storage is giving us herd capacity, which will be really useful. So we've done quite well, I think. I think that's a good transition. I think it was the right move to make. Demand courier, I demand decline. He's gonna, yeah, it's fine. And I will send you back your son as well, who we never meant to take. I am going to put us on to strategy focus, and then that's where we're gonna end this episode. Finally, we're in our yurts. We're a nomad camp. It's not exactly what we thought we were going to be doing at the beginning because we joined that really long war, but things don't always turn out how you want. We have a decent starting camp, I think. We have the ability to maintain all of our units. We will probably still end up getting rid of these armored footmen, but we'll raise up some of these guys with our standing money. We'll need to figure out who we're going to put into our Kurotai positions next session as well, and most likely we're going to marry our preferred concubine. Oh, she has cancer. I guess we'll marry our other concubine since our preferred concubine is probably going to die. I think, she's 36. No, we'll marry her. Cancer doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything about what we feel or what we would do. Right. Other questions too, whether or not we will adopt the local Jewish faith. We have been inviting a lot of Jewish people into our camp lately, so maybe we're inclined that way, but we'll have to figure it out. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me in the next one. Goodbye for now.